Hello, Hoot Tube, and here we go live, but previously recorded on a Thursday night. The date is November 3rd, 2022. We are broadcasting from Flight Farms Disc Golf Pro Shop in beautiful Enid, Oklahoma. This is the Night Owls, starring professional disc golfer Tyler Webster. That Chad, Brian Kaiser are joining me as always. I'm Chapman Films, and it's a pleasure to have you all joining us on this episode, wherever you're listening to, Spotify, YouTube, Slapout. Let's get into it.
All right. I like that. You nailed that.
Like a longer room.
You're so good at your job, man.
All right, see you guys.
And there he goes.
We're back.
We're back.
Yeah.
Episode 4. Hello,
Yeah.
everyone, and hello, world. Wherever you're watching or listening from, we are now podcasting on Spotify, as Jason just mentioned.
Woo! Woo, woo.
We made it.
We did it. Yay. Coming up next, Brian Kaiser.
That's our local expert extraordinaire.
So this last weekend, a few days ago, we had our Halloween spooky round at our club. We played tough shot dubs, flip dubs. The course was not very friendly that day. I guess you could say that. We had, what do we have? 3 teams, and Jason played Lone Wolf.
I did.
We ended up playing, so we...
First off, how bad of luck do you have to get Lone Wolf during toughest shot?
Actually, I liked it because I didn't have to screw anybody over. So on their shot.
Oh, no, I did it wrong again. That's 4 episodes in a row.
That's awesome. So how would that work with the single man on the Lone Wolf?
Well, if you get like on 16, I nailed 16. Then Chad said, "Do it again." Oh, no, wait. He said, "Beautiful shot. Do it again."
Yeah.
So then I threw it out of bounds.
It was a really good shot first off, but then I think the second one you threw out of bounds, I got you there. I kind of felt bad, but
No, that's part of the game, though.
that was the format. Was card got to choose your toughest lie.
I couldn't find any written rules for playing worst shot or toughest shot as a lone wolf.
Right.
So we decided before the round that your card mates actually will choose when you play your Cali.
And they did.
I think it worked pretty well.
That's awesome. Yeah, we used to, Chris Clemens, you guys might know him.
Clemenade.
We used to go out and practice, and we would play with our own bag, and we would play 2 shots each and play worst shot, singles, doubles kind of thing. And one time that dude aced 2 shots in a row.
Wow.
Two left-handed skip shots for the
Lefty
fight.
love.
Yeah, so that's a real story.
Shout out Chris
Shout out to Chris
Clemens,
Clemens.
if he ever sees this.
He's legendary. So that sounds like a good time that you guys had.
It was. I enjoyed it.
It was really stressful. I felt like I was partnered with Hervey. I felt like I was letting him down. You know what I mean? Like I would just like airball a putt here or there, or like totally shank a drive here or there. And it was just,
Well, that's a worst shot for you, man. Like you
That's
hardly walk away friends
toughest
with
shot.
your
Well,
partner.
so what's the difference, right, between worst shot, toughest shot formats?
I think, in my opinion, I mean, just based off the sound, they sound the same. It's just an opinion of everybody else, or they decide, yeah, that one's worse. You play that one.
So we discussed this before the round started because initially we were going to play worst shot.
Okay.
I actually found 2 different variations. There's worst shot or tough shot. The main difference with that is in toughest shot, as soon as one player on your team chains out, you're done on the hole.
Right.
Playing worst shot, both players have to chain out from the same lie.
You know, I've never heard of that like split there, but that makes total sense because that's always the question every time you play worst shot, best shot, you know, whatever. Or
what if I ace, dude?
what if I ace? You know, do we both have to make the putt? How far away does it have to be before we're all cool with that throw in? You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's cool. That makes total sense. I like that. So worst shot is both people got to make the putt.
Both putts.
Hardest shot,
Toughest shot is as soon as one player on your team chains out, you're done.
Man, that's awesome. That's great.
Chad and Hervey did take the win on Sunday. Shooting even.
It was tough to get to even,
Wow.
on that format because it was a lot of just bad shots, errant shots. I feel like the disc knows. It knows coming out of the fingers, right?
Yes.
So he, on 9, we thought initially just landed on the sidewalk at Meadowlake, which plays as a river for anyone watching or listening. If you everywhere else on the course, path and beyond, it's Hobie, but there specifically, it's just on the path.
Right.
Guess where we thought he landed? It's just that luck, right, of the format. It just, the disc knew, it could feel it coming out of the fingers. Hey, dudes, we're going to have some bad shots today.
Of course. Yeah.
And Bad Chad was there to represent. So, Hervey, thanks for getting us the dub.
Oh, you had some good shots too, though.
I did have some good shots. I birdied, I got us the layup on 18. We hit a big putt from there.
Yes, that was good.
We birdied. No, we didn't birdie 16. We went out of bounds immediately.
Maybe.
Yeah. I was up first. So is 15 then.
Oh, yeah.
Is that where we snuck through the double Mando and hit
that
a
was
huge
beautiful.
putt for 2? That was nice. I can't remember. I hit another big putt somewhere else. Had a couple of decent drives. For the most part, though, Hervey could just outdrive me more accurately on the back 9 where it starts to get longer.
Nice. I just keep hearing you say you guys made a lot of putts. That's clutch on that day.
We missed some, too. Like I said, I airballed one that was from me to you. I mean, just total whoop.
Oh, that's par for the course, man.
It was a good round, though.
Cool. I'm
So, a lot of
bummed I
fun.
missed it, man. You know, being an hour away now, it's hard to make the local.
Yeah.
I'm really missing it.
That's sad.
Yeah. But I'm here for this. That's for sure.
Yay.
Yeah.
You are in a really good community, though. There's thick disc golf since the early 80s in Stillwater.
So, yeah.
1984.
Wow.
I've played 4 holes, and that's where I'm at so far. So, I've met the club president there. I think his name's Tyler.
Shoutout.
Yeah. So nice to meet you earlier this year, and hopefully I run into you again. And other than that, I literally know nobody that lives there. I don't know anything about the courses. I'm ready for someone to show me around.
Was that where you were in that video, your last video?
Yeah, I ran over to Hoyt Grove, I think it's called.
Hoyt.
Yeah, we can talk a
Couch
little bit more
Park,
about
Hoyt Grove. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, just right off the bat, like
Some more Stilly
low
history
ceiling
there.
Yeah.
Couch Park, Hoyt Grove.
There's some good timber shots at Hoyt.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just right off the bat, there was like 4 wooded type, tunnel type shots for the most part. So, yeah, I'm definitely liking courses like that. And then I heard Boomer Lake over there is Lake Boomer, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the one that was 84 installation.
Yeah.
1984.
One of the first in the area.
Boomer Lake, yeah.
Wow. So it definitely looks more open just based off what I'm seeing. So, and then, they got a couple more in the area. So, yeah, like 4 courses to choose from.
McMurtry's nice when they mow.
Okay. It's out at the lake.
Sometimes in the spring, that can get a little thick. So it's nice when they mow. You do have to pay for parking. Not everyone's savvy with that. But a lot of times when they run events out there, the fee is waived for the tournament. So
very nice. Yeah, I think I heard that one's more of a winter style course. So get out there in the winter maybe.
I saw Austin. I was just out practicing for a tournament one year, and I saw Austin Hannum just shredding with a forehand over there.
Yeah, he's a local guy.
Mm-hmm.
Just down the road, Perry.
Yeah, Perry is really just a back country road drive down to McMurtry Lake. I think it's a straight shot back road.
Exactly. Yeah, I make that trip to my storage unit, and I drive right past it, so I know exactly what you're talking about. So, heck yeah, man. I'm excited to be playing disc golf in Stillwater. I'll be there for a little while. So,
yeah, shout out Stilly fam.
Yeah. Invite me out for a round, guys. Show me around. It'd be a great time.
Back to Brian Kaiser.
Yeah, let's get over there.
Yeah, so our next thing coming up in, 2 days?
Oh, wow.
So
I better
maybe
edit
this
this
video will be
fast.
out. Yeah, maybe this video will be out. But 2 days, we have the Mulligans over Meadowlake 4 doubles tournament. This is going to be Saturday morning. What's the tee time? I think it's 9 a.m. registration, 10 a.m. tee off. I can't remember now.
I made the flyer,
It was-
and I couldn't tell you.
9 a.m.
Is registration
9:45. Check.
player meeting.
Player meeting. 10 o'clock.
Tee
There you
time. Okay, thank you,
I
Chad.
just read it.
Yeah, okay.
On top of it.
So I had that right. This doubles tournament, this is a fundraiser tournament. This is for the Youth Bridge Disc Golf Program here in town. Put out by
Jacob and
Tristan Faith Ministries. Is that right? I can't remember.
Well, they've started their own youth program. The
Oh,
Youth Bridge Disc
okay,
Golf
so it's
Program
completely
is its
independent.
own thing
Okay.
independently.
Cool.
But I think that Forgotten or whoever the Faith Ministries helped them get started.
Forgotten Ministries, yeah. Yeah.
But they just added a bunch of prizes for raffle. They just updated the trophies. We got the trophies in stock now, ready to go. Everything's ready to go. They will not have the food truck trailer thing that they've had in the last 2 years, which they cook hot dogs on and serve the ice cold pop and chips and everything. They won't have that, but we will have donuts as usual, ready to go. Sugary round things right before you throw your round.
Yeah, I did see some pictures in the Facebook group. Jacob and Tristan, I think they've come up with some more discs. There's a local coffee shop in town that's donated some more prizes, some coffee and some gift cards and stuff. So,
do you know the name of those floppy discs? I can't think of the name.
Is it Element discs? The Koi was one.
Koi is one of them.
I think they got a stack of
Elevate
40
discs.
or 50 elevation or
Something like that. Yeah.
They got a stack of 50, I think, of softs. So I think those will be raffle prizes. They got some coffee, some gift cards for coffee. They added a custom dyed Gummy G Blend Infinite Discs Alpaca that I'm interested in buying a couple tickets for. Those are $2 a piece. Shameless plug.
Plug, raffle, baby.
Well, besides the $2 raffle tickets, the tournament, it's $60 a team, so $30 a piece. There's a player pack with that. And
Very nice.
you can sign up. You can sign up right now on Disc Golf Scene at dgscene.com/MOM4. The code is OWL, OWL.
Oh, I think that the early sign-up discount ended on November 1st. It's November 3rd if you guys are watching and listening.
So next up on the list, this is going to be coinciding with another club round here in about week and a half.
Yep,
I keep
pretty
forgetting
quick.
what day it is. This is Thursday. So a week and a half. November 13th, I think we set the date. It's a Sunday.
I can check calendar while you're talking.
Yeah. So we are going to be doing a new short layout at Meadowlake Park. This is in preparation for a winter lid league.
Oh, I hit the wrong one again.
It's that exciting, though.
There you go.
The 13th, we will not be throwing lids. We're actually going to play a putters only round. Try to get people familiar with the shorts layout. So
That's exciting, man.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Is there a speed cap?
There is. So speed 3 and lower.
3 and lower.
3 and lower, yeah. So leave your zones and harps at home.
Is there a cap on the number of discs? Like, is it just one putter round, or is it
I don't think so. I think if you want to bring an entire
bring a putting putter, bring
entire
a throwing
bag,
putter?
yeah.
Okay.
Letters.
I'll probably just bring a little shoulder bag. Have 5 or 6 discs.
So what's the distance we're talking on these holes?
Have we measured them?
We don't know the distances, but if you're watching right now, you can see on your screen we're basically going from hole 1's drop zone at Meadowlake as the tee pad. Hole 2 is normal. Hole 3 and 4 are both shortened, going from the sidewalk, the walk path there. Hole 5, do you know where it gets squirrely right here and the sidewalk just ends?
Yeah.
That's the Lid League pad there.
That sounds perfect already,
6
man.
from the drop zone. 7's normal. Ace run all day, no matter what you're throwing. 8, I don't believe we defined 8 and 9.
Not
9,
particularly, no.
obviously, probably just straight down the tunnel
Somewhere
further.
on the sidewalk, yeah.
8, somewhere on the sidewalk as well, so we have some concrete.
Meadowlake is perfect for this. The course has already got a great layout.
Oh, you say that, but hang on for hole 10.
Well, then you got to walk.
And there's more.
Wait. Hold
Make 3 more payments in one stroke.
Let me guess. Hole 10. I've never heard of this yet. So hole 10 will be
Dun, 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 dun.
normal, right? No, not normal.
No.
Not quite.
That'd be funny though.
Sorry, sir.
Thankfully.
That'd be like 600 feet.
It's the front of the hill, the AM pad. layout.
okay.
It's
Yeah,
a
from
really
from the
fun
top.
shot with a fairway driver. I don't know how it's going to be with a
That's still pretty
Putter.
good, though.
Bring more
Distance.
than one putter.
11 drop zone to the pin, 12 drop zone to the pin, 13 is the original pad placement between the two elm trees, just north of the big circle. Original pad. So that's, or you know what we could do there is go from 14's pad to 13's pin, and then hole 14 we're going from 15's pad to 14's pin. Then we go from the berm on 15 up through the double mando.
Do we have a clear shot from the 14 pad to the 13 basket?
There's a little, well,
there's
we
a
could
bush
adjust
there.
it around the edge of the trees, just on the west side of that cedar tree line, and I think you can see that little gap right at the basket. That would be a kind of a fun throw. 16, God, can we just skip that one? And then 17's normal, 18 from the drop zone. So, yeah,
Oh, yeah, that sounds so good.
pretty fun layout.
Heck yeah.
I'm excited.
Very
It'll
cool.
be, it'll be fun.
Okay, yeah. Be fun to throw some Zephyrs at those holes. Already thinking about it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and this is something I wanted to talk to you about, Kyle, because I know you have an event coming up here in a few weeks over in Joplin for a Superclass round over there.
Right.
And I know in the description it says Superclass and older, I think is how it's worded.
Right.
Can you tell us what that means exactly? Like, what can we expect to throw over there?
Yeah, so if you are playing the Superclass tournament that's going on in Joplin on November 20th, the Throwback, again, it is a Superclass event, meaning that everything that's Superclass falls into the Superclass category, which are PDGA approved lid style, old style discs. They're a category in their own. They even used to have actual Superclass PDGA ranked, like rated rounds for a while, like in the early 2000s. But eventually they figured out that rating system really wasn't necessary, that the golf is actually around the same skill level, just, pars relative. So anyways, to use Superclass or older, which would mean like vintage class or ultimate style discs. So anything that's PDGA approved that falls in the Superclass, vintage class, classic class style. And this is all on the PDGA website. If you just wanted to go to the PDGA specifications, you can type in Superclass PDGA. It'll give you the full list of PDGA approved Superclass discs and vintage style discs and stuff like that. But these discs are slow. They're speed 2 or slower. They're big. They're the rounded edges. The Zephyr's probably one of the closest ones to the actual like putter look. So that's why it's the most popular. It's the most dense. Flies the most like a putter, and then everything
like a wide birdie, a wider birdie or something in the starter set.
birdie or like polecat, very polecat like. But yeah, and then everything below that's going to be flippier, hyzer flip, very slow, but it's just a slow category for frisbee. Nothing with a sharp edge when it comes to the Superclass events.
The Condor, is that a Superclass?
No, that's not. That's actually a generation newer.
That okay.
Yeah, so that just misses the cut.
But it's pretty wide, isn't it?
Yeah, it literally was like one of the very first like golf discs when that new that beveled edge type technology, a little bit different than the Zephyr. Yeah, so like I said, like it's like because that's like one of the most popular like big discs out there, that Condor, and we all wanted to start using it in the beginning, but we found out right away that it was just way too similar to just throwing like a normal mid range. And then we started doing research. We're like, oh, this isn't even a Superclass disc. It's not even labeled as one. And so yeah, like actually the Condor kind of like helped us narrow our thought process of what these Superclass just lid style events are going to be like. And then after we like realized, okay, this is too easy with that disc, then we just started like, okay, Zephyr's and older. And yeah, that's just where we're at. So like we didn't necessarily follow Superclass rules at the beginning, but like we realized that's what we wanted. And so in a few weeks we're going to be doing the Throwback Superclass event in Joplin. Everybody's going to be getting a Glow Zephyr. We talked about it last week, I think, and we're super excited about that one. And then so everybody will be able to play that event just from signing up. They'll have their disc ready to go, and if that's all they have, that's the only disc they'll be using that day. But you can bring as many, Superclass or Ultimate disc as you want. I know people have like overstable, like Ultimate disc. I know I'm going to carry at least one lid, one Ultimate disc, and I'm going to be carrying a nice overstable new Zephyr. And it's just really exciting. It makes the game so much harder, and it brings everybody down to earth. Guys that on a normal day playing with discs, I definitely beat them, but in the woods playing with those lids, it's anybody's game. Who knows who's going to go off, and it's just pretty great. So Lid League is something special.
Quick news on that front.
Okay.
Chris Shotwell, Shoutout Innova, just emailed back today. They are working on that. The die is being made.
Okay.
We're looking at 2 weeks. So
Okay.
it's cutting it
Right on
pretty
time.
close.
Man, I'm glad we got the
event.
order in when we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Typically about 6 week turnaround time for most manufacturers.
Right. So I'm glad we got it in. Thanks for keeping up with that.
Will that glow, since we ordered like 190 to 200 grams, will the glow stable that up quite a bit?
With Glow DX plastic, in the past, it's just flown true to the plastic.
Just glows.
Just
Okay.
just Glow DX.
That's what I noticed
Yeah.
from this last year's Wraith and AVR DX glow runs that we did.
Just glowed, nothing
It just
special.
flew. It wasn't anything different. It just glowed.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just happy they're gonna glow. I hope that we were able to hit them with that UV light and they actually pop. And so they're actually scheduling some glow rounds. The winter's coming. It is glow season. I don't know if you guys do much glow.
It's upon us. Oh wait, no, not that one. It's upon us.
It's glow season.
Men
baby.
losing discs in a dark park. Part 4 on the ILC.
It's gonna be exciting. So yeah, and then I also put in an order for some Ultimate discs with the tournament logo, the tournament flyer on them. So I got the confirmation from Disc
Such a
Store.
cool logo.
Yeah, appreciate that. I worked with my buddy, kind of my concept, and then I shot it over to my buddy Parker AC over at Fossa Disc Golf.
Shout out Fossa.
He's got all the actual graphic design skills. I kind of just slap things together on my phone. He actually can draw. And so he hooked it up with a great stamp, and we're really excited about that. So, yeah, the discs are coming. They're all going to be here right on time, and I even got some decals coming. So, everybody gets a lot of cool stuff at this tournament. So, sign up and play. There's still time, for sure.
There has been some talk around locally of a road trip, so
Yep.
we may be there that day. So
Yes, I know.
Brian and I have discussed getting on the road.
That would be awesome. Yeah, it's a Sunday, so if you have Sundays free, I know my brother does, Tyler Webster. We're still trying to get him to sign up. But if you have Sundays free, November 20th, come play some lids in the woods. It is a short course. It is a wooded course. Fair playing field and a lot of fun. Lunch is included. Come get yourself a Zephyr and just have some fun.
Got to give a shout out real quick to Gary Simmons, also from Joplin area.
Yep.
Comment of the year on YouTube so far. He said he really wanted to see us at this event. We're kind of thinking about it,
Twisting
talking
the
about it.
arm.
And I didn't really know what discs were being used specifically. And he's like, 90% of people will have a Zephyr. The other 10% will have 2 Zephyrs.
That is so true. Yep. That's
So
literally
we may
for
just
you.
show up with some Zephyrs. And bless you, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a guy last year play. It was his first ever tournament, and he hit an ace with a Zephyr.
Wow.
Just unreal.
Oh,
And
there
that-
goes the ace cash.
Yeah, and that was our first ever ace that we had at a Lid League event.
Oh, that's
so.
sad. From the TD standpoint, that's sad. But it's good for him for hitting that.
Yeah, no, it's cool. We had 2 aces, so we had a pro and we had an am, both ace at the tournament, and we got to split that cash for them.
Wow.
It was just epic all around, just to have 2 aces at a Lid tournament. So, very cool.
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So I got one more item on the local side, but I'm going to let Chad do some talking here too. There has been a school here in town that actually approached Mr. Chad about putting in
Ooh, Mr.
another disc
Gotcha.
golf course, possibly on their campus.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nailed
Good
it.
job.
That's super exciting, man. I want to hear about this.
Yeah, OBA, they reached out. They have about a square mile of land. I mean, they have just a lot of land to work with. Some of it's trees, and from the overhead map that I saw on there, some cedar trees, like maybe an 80 acre, 40 acre area that's just trees.
Very
so
nice.
I think there's some potential for some wooded shots, and then obviously there's open bombers, because even on their design, there's 500-600 foot holes.
Wow.
They really liked Meadowlake, so I did see on there one place where there's a double Mando. So that would be open to the public as well, even though that's a private school here in town.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so that lets us run events on that property. That gives Enid another 18-hole course, which if in 2023 we do get the NOC Gold and the OBA Trojans course, that puts us at 5 courses for Enid.
That's amazing.
Yeah, pretty fun. Oh,
No, wrong.
That's sad. No one cares. All right.
I care.
Wow, another 18-hole course. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So do they have baskets in the ground already, or do they just have like
No, so they've just approached me. I haven't even stepped foot on the property yet. I wasn't even for sure where it was. I had to look it up on the satellite imagery to look more in depth at the property. But you can't really, you know how it is. You can't really tell. You got to put eyes and boots on the ground to really get a good idea. So, yeah, that's going to be awesome, man. Just another 18-hole course in town. Just from the erosion standpoint, right? Just as a designer, like, we're getting less and less rainfall west of I-35, more and more foot traffic on the courses. We're starting to see erosion. So, I mean, it's just been something that's been weighing on my mind. We need more courses to offset I'm going to guess, hundreds of disc golfers in Enid now.
Right.
Like, we were just talking about this, seeing people all the time at the course we don't even know.
Yeah, when I went through this afternoon, there was probably a dozen people on the course besides myself, and I didn't know any of them.
We've never had that problem. So I was like, oh, there's Jim.
That's great.
You know what I mean? Like, everybody knows everybody. We're now to the point where it's like, oh, I don't even know who these people are.
That's awesome.
It's great, but it's like, but also from the running a tournament standpoint, that gives us another course in the roundup to send people to of different skill levels.
Yeah, you could do 2 different pools at this point, or 4 courses, all that.
Yep. If it was, especially if we could get, so when we proposed Meadowlake, that was for 36 holes. That was for a short and a long, or alternates, basically, 18 alternates. But the idea was to make it as close as we could to 2 different shots. So we could use a Meadowlake short, this Lid League kind of layout for AMs, and then short at the college.
Right.
Right. Obviously, the school is going to have a shorter layout as well. We could have 3 courses with 36. The Gold's going to have 36. So the NOC Gold proposal was for also a smaller, easier layout. That just gives so much flexibility moving into the future. This year we have B tiers planned, but I'm talking even ahead of that, A tiers. Like, that gives us a lot of flexibility for A tiers.
Definitely. Especially with that new NOC Gold. That's huge.
Excited about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's it on the local side, guys.
Yay!
Coming up next, Tyler Webster.
All right, guys. So Chad pointed something out to me today that we should dive into. The PDGA has done a little bit of realignment for the division, the categorization of the divisions, just basically just clearing things up. You know,
Kind of revamping.
just revamping the growth, people getting older, the growth. You know, they're trying to accommodate for everybody, especially the age protected division. That's what I'm getting at when I'm saying people are getting older, seeing more and more tournament play from the older generation. And so basically the gist of it is that they're adding the 75, they're adding like the 80, the 85, just trying to fill the gaps in between that 10-year gap between. Yeah, this is a nice outlet you got here. And then, and so just straightforward. I mean, I didn't really dive too much into it, but they changed the ratings caps for these divisions, and mainly it's just all in the mixed, the amateur divisions and the age protected division. So for instance, you got to be under 935 to play in the AM 40 division. So that's not bad.
I think you can play, what was it, the 920? If you've accepted cash under 920.
Right. Actually, oh yeah, this is the 20. I was looking
That's
at
the
2022.
2022.
Yeah, so 2023 now it's 920. So they've lowered that standard, just according to just based off of statistics from the years prior. And then AM 50, that's now 910. They changed that one up, so they kind of like changed that gap there. And then if you're just interested in this information, if this pertains to these amateur fields and mixed amateur age protected divisions, the PDGA has this information available for you. I know my dad, for instance, is somebody that plays in the age protected division, and he's really competitive in that sense. He wants to compete, and so I think just narrowing these divisions, getting more specific with the ratings and just making it more competitive. Guys like him are gonna enjoy it, because I know just in the past he was just playing with a wide number of guys, and just mainly just guys that could whip his butt, that were really pros. And so he's just gonna feel more competitive.
Me too. MA40.
Yeah.
I'm tired of getting my butt whooped by Richard Screech out at the Slapout events.
Are you that old, Chad?
Yeah, I just turned 41.
Wow. Happy birthday, dude.
Well, not just, but it's like,
Age protected, man. So how does that feel?
About the ratings cap or being old?
Well, both. What's it? Honestly, I look forward to playing in the age protected.
And so
division
I think
someday.
that's why they had to cap this, right?
Yeah.
Is because we were just getting beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some really good professional 40-year-olds playing in the MA40.
Well, you got guys. I mean, he's not a 40-year-old, but you guys like Ron Con, who's I think he's pushing the 60-year-old division, and he still plays open and he whips dudes. And at any day, he could just decide, that division has more people in it. I'm gonna play in that division and wreck these guys. Yeah. And so now his rating's too high to basically do any of that.
His formula works. He's got 3 world titles or something.
He's a 3-time Grandmasters world champion. Pretty dang good.
Masters. Well, he's got Masters as well.
I don't know if he's a Masters world champion.
Is he not?
I think he's only Grandmasters. Okay. Yeah. We could look that up. Fact check us on YouTube.
It's pretty good.
If you know Ron Con's stats better than we do,
comment down below.
Let us know.
If you're from Slapout, you might know Donald Ronvers.
I want to learn more about Donald.
Oh.
And then the PDGA just reclarified what the reclassification for like pros that no longer have that skill level. Like there's always been like a question for, hey, I've accepted cash before. I identify as a pro, but I'm really not that good. I'm just good in my local area. Do I have to play pro at the big events? And so the PDGA is just putting out that information now.
They're basically not going to force anyone to be move up to professional.
Exactly. Like, long story short, they're not making you play pro unless you actually like on paper are a pro. Have a rating, have the statistics.
Classification.
So if you're under 40 years old and you're less than 970 throughout the calendar year, then you qualify as a pro. If you're less than 935 for the males of age 40 to 49, then you qualify as a pro. And then it just goes from there all the way up through the age protected divisions. And mainly it's talking about, it's amateur divisions. So that's where the age protection really goes into play. And so as long as you meet the criteria that the PDGA has listed, and just read through that. But basically you can't accept cash for the entire year that you're playing in. You can't be reclassified from pro to am within 5 years. So you can't just keep swapping back and forth. And then if your player ratings meet the caps. So like I said, 970 for if you're under 40 years old, and then you meet the other 2 classifications before that. And then they also added something in there about if you've been injured to the point where you're no longer going to be able to perform at the previous level that you were at, if you can prove that's a real thing, then you'll be able to reclassify yourself as an amateur in a different division. And so that's basically what the PDGA kind of dumped out there today. And
they renamed some divisions too.
Oh yeah, they did.
Some novice.
Yeah, they just basically said that the old like advanced, intermediate, lingo is antiquated, and now they're just going to stick with the mixed amateur.
Mixed amateur 1, mixed amateur 2, mixed amateur 3, and mixed amateur 4.
Yeah, so, nothing really different. They're just saying this is what it's called now for sure.
Yeah,
like,
no more advanced, intermediate, recreational, and novice.
For sure. So that's just more casual talk at this point.
Your grandma can play now professionally.
I guess so.
Oh, no.
No.
Your grandma can play now professionally. Aw, Grandma.
Grandma, you're protected. And that's pretty much what I had there from what the PDGA is throwing out for information. And then did you guys have anything that you wanted to add about the PDGA's division realignments?
Man, I feel like a lot of people are complaining on the internets.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't catch any of the chatter.
People complain on the internet?
Yes.
Wow.
About the PDGA.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Yeah. So what are they saying? Like what
I
they
feel
do?
like they just aren't addressing the elephant in the room.
Dun, dun, dun. What is it? Nope.
It's getting tense in here.
Nope. Nope.
We'll go with that one.
Okay.
They're not addressing the elephant in the room, and that is,
What is it?
doctors recommend toilet towel, and they also come in purple.
Toilet towel is here today, so get your toilet towel.
Ask your local doctor for a toilet towel.
Now in purple. Now in purple.
Oh, and PSA, folks. Your brother's mother's husband goes missing on Saturday an awful lot. Why is that? Is he disc golfing? Find out next.
It's Saturday. Do you know where your brother's mother's husband is?
We're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. And
Real
we're back.
quick, I just want to highlight some upcoming releases from Discmania. We have the Midnight Prowl 2. That's the Meta Origin Kyle Klein's signature series. Very excited about that. Nothing's changed about that from last year. That was a fan favorite last year. That release date is November 16th in store here.
Exciting.
Also, I had a dealer meeting. Got to log on and watch about an hour-long dealer meeting with Discmania. One of the only manufacturers that do this, where upper management from the factory, ownership, everyone is basically right there for you to... They take serious questions, hard to answer questions. One of them was the green disc fiasco from last year.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Or this year. Wow. Where has time gone? Let's back up. That was this year, the green disc fiasco,
So what's up with that?
where they just kept making green discs, pushing them into the market, and then weren't listening to us when we said, hey, we can't sell these green discs. It's May and June. Everything's green right now. Yeah. I don't want to say they screwed dealers, but they definitely, we got caught holding the ball there. On a lot of green plastic that didn't move. Colton Montgomery's brother, was in charge of that fiasco. He's the one that took some of the blame for that. As he's taking the blame for that, he's wearing a green shirt. All the discs on the wall behind him are green. But his reasoning was like they didn't think color mattered in the marketplace, or they didn't pay that much attention to
Come on.
color mattering. Oh, no, that's kind of...
Did they just
Color
start?
does matter.
They
just
couldn't
start playing
hear me.
disc golf?
I was microwaving something in my underwear like, come on, man.
That is that's unreal to me to say you don't think. It's literally like it's been Facebook.
Oh,
like people
man.
hate green
Yeah.
discs.
No,
What are you
well,
talking about?
It has its place, right? Like in the dead of winter, it works pretty good against the dead grass in the desert in the south. Also, I see a lot of people in the north use it in the winter.
Well, yeah, that's fair for sure. Yeah,
But
I mean,
even the pros talk about,
The green of the summer,
the white
spring?
ones are a
No.
little bit more overstable. The red ones are understable. They talk about that all the time.
That's a whole nother video rabbit hole.
Yeah.
We could
they
get
should
into.
know. That's not. I don't
Color
believe that.
affecting stability. It's a real thing. Conspiracy theories.
That their own Discmania people say that on their videos.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I mean, maybe where Discmania is located, where it's snowing 90% of the year. I don't know. I might be
Yeah.
wrong, but the green disc probably popped there. But
So they were saying just to get discs from there to here via cargo ship was like 5 weeks, I think, is what they were saying. That wasn't really what I wanted to say. It's how long ships take to get across the Atlantic.
But now we know.
The next mystery box, you guys are going to want this from Discmania. Stratosphere plastic becomes a thing. Stratosphere is their version of the dual colored inner outer mold, sort of halo, sort of orbit
yeah,
along these same lines. What does Infinite call theirs?
I think they call it Orbit.
It's Halo.
Oh, Halo. Sorry.
Infinite call because it's Innova. Okay.
Yeah, Innova. Yeah.
I wonder, hey, shout out Legacy. When are you guys getting Halo? So you're definitely going to want that mystery box just for the Stratosphere. This will be the first time the Stratosphere has been released. Also, I think in that meeting, I heard that there's going to be a 2023 regular production run of the MD1 with the same flight characteristics as the Mindbender that we all love and know.
Here's a nice green one right here.
That might be mid-range of the year this year. It's tough.
So that's a nice straight one. Is that what?
Dead straight.
Dead straight.
Everyone's saying it holds whatever you put it on.
Yeah, it holds every line.
Very nice.
Yep.
Now it's time for Kyle's giveaway.
Yeah, guys. So thanks to Chad and Flight Farm for giving me the opportunity
Thanks, Bad
to
Chad.
test out that Chroma MD3, the new release, Iron Samurai 4, Ethan McMahon's signature disc. Beautiful disc to start off, and it flies great. If you haven't had a chance to check out my video I made,
I did. It was a great video.
Thanks, Chapman. Yeah. Chapman got to see it.
I thought it was really good.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, just shout out there to Hoyt Grove real quick. Threw some quick shots with it. Again, just hop over to my YouTube channel, Slinger Disc Off. Watch that video,
below.
and then I just push it hard there. You know where to get them here at the Flight Farm. Chad's got them. I'm sure they're already flying off the shelf. So
we got a few left though.
Sold out and Slapout. I heard.
Yep, Slapout sold out.
It is a hot commodity. Get you one. Chad's got them. And then in that video, I mentioned that we were going to do a giveaway. And then if we continue to do these reviews for Flight Farm, gonna be keep doing giveaways. And so if you just subscribe to both Flight Farms, subscribe to Slinger Disc Off, comment on the videos of those reviews, and you'll be eligible for those giveaways. And we have a name for the first giveaway. Commenting on the video and being a subscriber to both channels, Mr. Gary Simmons.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I know,
shout out.
and I think Gary's a big Discmania fan. I think he's gonna love this disc. So
perfect.
congrats.
Shout out Gary.
Congrats to Gary.
Yeah, Gary.
And hope you enjoy that Iron Samurai 4. I know I did.
And we're gonna have to give some more stuff away. What's next?
What's next?
What is
next?
What is next?
The Midnight Prowl 2.
What's next?
Oh man, the Meta Origin, the Night Prowl.
Love it.
It's kind of like a beat-in navigator, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's just a regular old Origin. What's the plastics that they have? Their Evolution plastic.
So the Meta, and
The
from
new
my
one is Meta,
understanding, that was flippier than the stock run
stock runs
of Origins from this last year.
Okay. Well, I know I like the Origin for that hyzer flip, understable mid.
Perfect. Yes.
Yeah, so I expect, I mean, if this is the same run that they got last year, then people are going to love it.
I like the Gateway Mystic, so the Origin just never did take that out of my bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of those glidey, straight to
Understable
understable.
mids.
You know, I used to throw a warship for that slot for a long time, but then someone gave me an Origin, and I was like, wow, this is a little bit slower.
Yep.
Same characteristics, a little bit more workable.
I can't
I'm a
remember what
fan.
it was before that. It was DD Evidence or something like that, maybe.
Yeah, that's same
that sound
same like shape,
Yeah,
same
okay.
flight. Yeah,
It's on
definitely.
top of Northwestern, so if you ever get up
Okay.
there, I'm looking for that.
Didn't flip.
Well, it did too good. Yeah, it never came out of it. Never. never turned out, but that's the next one.
Okay.
And thank you for watching tonight. Thanks for listening on. Oh, dear God, we have more to do.
One more
You guys
thing.
can't leave
Don't
yet.
forget
One more thing.
One more thing.
Quick shout out. That's not it at all.
One more thing.
Quick announcement. Flight Farm sponsorships for the 2023 season are live. Go to ffdiscgolf.com/sponsorship or go to ffdiscgolf.com. Go to the side drop-down menu and choose sponsorship. Applications in there, guys. If you've ever wanted to be a sponsored disc golfer, now's your chance.
I'll be submitting my application tonight, Chad.
Nice.
Keep your eyes peeled.
All right,
How
gang.
How long is that open?
That is. Thank you again. Wow, Brian Kaiser is basically a
Trying to help you out here, bud.
A bad Chad.
Don't forget
handler.
my application is already in.
You're your left-hand man.
It's been a lot of them, man. The printer started smelling. Is overcooking
Oh,
earlier. Yeah,
That's good.
so
That's
compared to last season, which I thought last season we got a lot of apps in, but this year's been a really nice amount of them coming in. I lost count around 50 or 60.
Holy cow.
Several different states: Arkansas, Missouri, Indiana, just all over the place. Florida, I think, is the farthest away that's applied.
Wow.
But
wow,
these sponsorships for the application will be live through November 30th. We're not going to be here November 31st because why,
Slapout,
Chapman?
baby.
Yeah, baby.
Slapout open.
Yeah. I got to try to beat Donald Ronverse this year and Richard Screech. We're in MA40.
The prize is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, the disc golf set, which I didn't have here now.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's another video. Stay tuned
There's
for
always another one.
the Night Owls.
Yeah.